Chapter 36. What are you doing? Roy messaged me. Packing. I replied. Going somewhere? Yes. Where? Grandparents' house, Delhi. Oh, you're coming, Delhi? He sent a response with a surprise emoji. Yeah, I told you I would be coming, but you said next month. Mom say let's go now only. She's got some cheap tickets. When are you coming, sweetheart? Before I could respond, my phone rang. Alia had called me. I have no idea why Manish just landed up. All of a sudden, I'm sorry, she said. It's okay, I replied. He's trying to make peace. He's realized how easily I could divorce him, possibly taking all his money, she said. Okay, I said, unsecure of what to say to her. I'm still the same. My issue with him are still the same, she said. Fine. What's with the okay and fine? Say something else. What do I say? Nothing. I have to go. He's around. Listen, it's the same. Same? You and I, still the same. I wish I could come over tonight. But you can't. Of course not. Okay, he's calling me. Bye. The call ended. Before I could go over what Alia had said, Roy had sent 3 more messages. When are you coming, baby? Where are you staying? How do we meet? Our flight is on Friday, I replied to Roy. Great. Which part of town will you be staying? My grandparents live in Gurgaon. Will be staying with them. Great. I live in Gurugram too. Awesome. Oreo and coffee too. Oh, I want to meet them. And me? You as well, yes. I have so many gifts for you. You do? Yes, I will give them to you when we meet. Thank you. I'll show you Delhi in my car. Yes, can we take Oreo and coffee along? Sure. How will you meet me though? What will you say at home? I will figure something out. Like, I have a friend in Gurugram. My parents know her. They will allow me to go see her. I will meet her first and then see you after that. You are a gorgeous girl. I have to go now. Mom is scolding me for using the phone. Okay, bye. Sure, go. Where is my picture of the day? I sent you so many. Send one more. Not even, please. I flipped through Saurabh's photographed images. I found a selfie of a girl in a bathroom and forwarded to him. It was the most explicit picture I had sent him so far. Baby, Roy messaged. Yes, I can't wait to see you. Same here, I replied and kept my phone aside. I was back home after 2 weeks. My mother had made gete ki sabji, a Rajasthani delicacy, to celebrate my arrival. It felt good to eat my mother's cooking after so long. However, a part of me remained in Kochi. I missed having curd rice in the sunny courtyard of Alia's mother's house without getting cross-examined through my mail. That Alia Arora was there, Ma said. Met her? I looked up at my mother. Yes, I said, and yes. Where? At Alia's mother's house, so I could spend time with Suhana, her young daughter. Oh, my mother said. You did some studies or only worked on the case? Papa said, looking up from his plate. A bit of both. I couldn't study 24 hours, right? How often did you meet her? My mother said. What did Ma want? Time tracker logs of all my meetings with Alia. I felt anger rise within me. I didn't want to shout at my parents on my first day back. Her husband Manish also came, I said, to calm everyone down. Oh, Manish Arora? Yes. Is your curiosity satisfied now, Ma? What difference does it make to me? Ma said. And stop sounding irritated all the time. I'm not irritated, just tired of so many questions, I said. Okay, I will stop. What is it to me? My fault for taking interest in your life? Ma, stop it now, I said. Emotional manipulations is as common at Indian dining tables as passing the salt. Here, take another roti. Must have been eating only rice in Kerala. Have proper food. I wanted to shout that even rice was proper food. However, my father spoke before me. Tell him about Gehlotji's daughter, Papa said to my mother. Why did he have to route conversation through his wife?
There is this girl, Sulochana Gehlot, your father's Shakha friend's daughter, my mother said. She is 27, done her masters, look good, works in a computer company in Jaipur. So, I saw her Instagram. She has posted photos of the dishes she made. Cooks well too. Good for her, but why are you telling me this? Is there a case she wants me to solve? No, you idiot, she is proposed match for you, my father said. We told her parents we would be interested. What? I said. How can you do this? How can we do what? How can we think of settling our son down? Or how dare we think of being happy? Ma said. I don't want to get married to Gehlot uncle's daughter, I said. What is wrong with Gehlot's daughter? You haven't even met her, my father said. Something's wrong with me, not her, okay? I said. I stood up and left the dining table. I heard them grumble about me from my bedroom. I put on my headphones and tuned the music up loud. Alia messaged me. Saturday afternoon, tea at my in-laws' place. Confirmed. You and Saurav can meet them there. Great, I replied. She sent a hug smiling. I miss your Amma's house in Kochi, I replied. I miss you, Alia messaged back. Have some more. Durga Arora offered Saurav a plate of cashew nuts. No thanks, ma'am, Saurav said with a tragic expression on his face. We sat in a Navratna house garden with the entire family. A domestic help served us tea in expensive china cups along with chili cheese toast, besan burfi and a dry fruit platter. You won't even have one cheese toast, Durga said. Saurav shook his head vigorously. At least you take some, Durga said to me. She wore a purple salwar kameez with a golden print on it. Her ears, neck and wrists sported diamonds and precious stones of various sizes. She didn't look like the evil villain I had imagined her to be. She resembled an overweight aunt with a tacky, blingy dress sense who insisted on feeding people. He's on a diet, I said. Saurav sighed. Alia, tell me you guys did a lot of good work, Shamsher said. Alia's father-in-law with his royal moustache and tweed jacket resembled one of those distinguished elderly men in expensive watch advertisement. I turned to look at Alia. She wore a black salwar kameez and a dupatta with black and white checks. She prepared a plate of snacks for her father-in-law. We made some progress. Still a lot to be done, I said. We are happy to cooperate in any way, Shamsher said. I never said no, just didn't want the media drama like last time. Don't put it softly, Papaji. The media didn't just do drama. They effectively killed our family's reputation, Timmy said, his large frame making the snack plate in his hand look extra small. That stain on our family is still not fully gone, Durga said. That's why we stopped pursuing this. We have nothing to do with the media, I said. Saurav and I won't speak to anyone. Then I'm here to help with whatever you need. I want to know what happened to my granddaughter. How did she disappear from my own house? Shamsher said. And who is the Roy? I looked at Manish. I told them, they are family, don't worry. Everyone here can be trusted, Manish said. Saurav and I nodded. I spoke after a pause. We are laying a tray to catch Roy. I request you to not discuss him or any detail with anyone. Who will we discuss with? Durga said. Neighbors, relatives, friends, don't mention it to anyone. We have to catch him first, I said. How do you plan to do that? Manish said. I will get him to a location. The police will be ready to catch him, I said. Police? Durga said, throwing her hands up in the air. Oh God. Again the police? Shamsher signaled to his wife to calm down. Keshavji, the police cannot be trusted. They planted the theory of family involvement in the media, Shamsher said. I understand, sir, but we can only find the culprit. It is the police who have to catch him. We will only get one chance. Shamsher and the other looked at each other. Durga stood up. I have to consult Panditji. Sit down, Durga. You don't have to be superstitious, Shamsher said. There's no harm, she said. She went to the dining area, made a 2-minute call, and returned to sit on the sofa again. What? Shamsher said. Panditji said no harm in going to the police again. He doesn't see any bad times for the family coming anytime soon. See, you unnecessarily worry, Shamsher said. What if this leak out to the media, more news and more attacks on the family and brand? With great difficulty, we have brought back some business, Timmy said. How can it harm the family, Timmy bhaiya? Alia said. If anything, it will help clear our name. Durga turned to look at Alia with mistrustful eyes. She's absolutely right, I said. How? Timmy said. Even if news leaks out, it will be that of a pedophile being caught for Sia's abduction. It absolves the family, I said. It will actually helpfully clear the family name, Timmy bhaiya, Manish said. That's why I agreed with Alia to hire these two. Everyone fell silent. Shamsher spoke after a pause. Fine, go ahead. Anything else you want from us? We might talk to all of you over the next few days. Do tour of the house. Take pictures. I said before Durga interrupted me. Talk about what? What pictures? Durga said as Shamsher shushed her. It's fine. Do your job. What else? Shamsher said. Come with us when we go to Inspector Chotala to ask for his help to catching Roy, I said. I was at my study table when Roy messaged me. Have you reached Delhi? I kept my textbook aside and picked up my phone. Yes, landed last night. Oh, you're here in Gurugram. Yes. When are you meeting me? I don't know. When do you want to meet? I am free. You tell me when. Okay, wait, let me check. I replied and took a deep breath. Day after? I texted him after a few minutes. Sure, when? Afternoon is better. Driver is free. Fine. I will meet my friend afterwards. Sure. Can you come to Ambience Mall? What is that? It's a huge mall near a Delhi Gurugram toll booth. Okay, everyone knows it. It has great shopping and eating place. Okay, I will ask my friend to come there as well. Only after you meet me, I hope. Of course. How about we meet at noon? We can have lunch. Where? Taco Bell. It's the mall. I will find it. You are the smartest. After lunch, we can go to Zara so you can buy whatever you want. Whatever I want? Yes, my sweet little sweetheart. First time I'm meeting you, I have to get you some gifts. I rained him with heart emojis in response. Are those hearts for me? Yes, who else? What time shall I tell my friends? 5ish? That late? Come home with me for a while. Home? I can't bring Oreo and coffee to the mall, right? Oh, I do want to see them. Exactly. We will eat and shop, then go to my place for a bit. Sounds good? I will drop you back at the mall at 5. Can't wait to see you. I have so much to tell you. See you, love. No picture for me today? Difficult in grandmother's house. People around. Oh, it's fine. I am seeing you soon anyway. Okay, have to go, bye. He replied with several kiss, hug and heart emojis. I called Alia right after me chat with Roy. The stage is set. The meeting with Roy, I said. When? Where? How? I'll explain everything. Can you help fix a meeting with the police?